yeah, we've won in Genoa 3-1. And now we are gonna touch on just everything surrounding Juve. And this one I thought would be fun to discuss because we were getting a lot of this early on the season when we were going through a lull. And I'm sure you remember, James, but everybody was saying Dybala and Ronaldo are unable to coexist on the pitch. Um, I called bullshit on it right away. I always did. Um, and I'm curious to hear what your thoughts were when that was going around and where you see now, because now they are building quite a nice chemistry. And there's 3 matches for Juve in Serie A where Dybala and Ronaldo haven't scored. Every other match has had one of them on the score sheet. But what they're building now is very, very nice and it's working. And it looks to be just really, really strong. And I like Bernardeschi and even Costa um, as that supplement to it. And I want to get your takes on originally when all the talk was Dybala and Ronaldo not being able to coexist, and what you feel about them now and that partnership there.
Yeah, so I was on that bandwagon last year under Allegri. I think the main reason was he had Dybala on the wing, and Dybala is not that type of player. Uh, yes, he's got the agility to drive, but he doesn't have that breakout speed to be a winger. And that's the main difference between last year and this year is now he's more central, whether in the trequartista role or playing as the center forward with Ronaldo. And that's made the world of difference. He's in his comfort zone, and him and Ronaldo playing off each other just like Ronaldo did last year with Mandzukic. It's just now he's got a different type of player that he's got to play off of. They're working together. You can tell they like each other. They celebrate each other's goals very heavily, and it's working. And it's a matter of who's the third person to put on there with them. I don't see it working where you have a front line of Higuain in the middle and you stick the ball out wide. That's where it doesn't work.
Hmm. And that's interesting because, HDR was a thing for a bit there. And people
Him
were
as the
saying,
Trequista. Yep.
people were saying we gotta go that route, and it was good, and it did work too, and I think it could. But I just now seeing this, there's question marks. Costa's got to stay fit for one to even come off the bench as a sub. Bernardeschi has to keep this momentum, and he's got to do the one thing that hasn't been there for him, which is be consistent. You know, so that's another thing. Um, if we get those couple of things, then the thing could be is Higuain could come in, and then just Dybala isn't out there, and you have Costa in there or whatnot, and we get that rotation going. But it'll be interesting to see. But HDR was a thing, and I don't know. Right now, I think it's kind of you're almost in the same scenario as when you look at our defense. Chiellini's going to be back at some point, but De Ligt and Bonucci are building a very, very solid partnership. Does Chiellini come back and rotate with Bonucci? Or do you go Bonucci Chiellini? Like, what do you? For me, I think Chiellini is going to be on the outside looking in based on what these guys have done. So with the forwards, you're almost running into that situation with Higuain where he's on the outside kind of looking in because we've got something brewing now. Would you
Hmm.
agree?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, one of the things with Higuain coming off the bench because he is that physical presence is coming in on a defender who's fresh and you're working him throughout the match. He gets tired quite a bit. But when he's coming in fresh in the 70th minute and that defender's been playing for 70 minutes, he's got an extra step. So it's actually better for him, just like it is for Costa, to come off the bench for now. And we'll see him pad their stats.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's just it, right? If Higuain comes in and he's at limited minutes, probably going to be more effective for him, because that was one of the biggest question marks around him this season was, is he going to have the gas? Is he going to have enough in the tank to go a full season being a main man, right? And we kind of saw that he was guns blazing at the start, and then yeah, it faded, right? And it was
Hmm.
here and there, dipping in and out of where he needed to be. So this might be the best for the team overall to utilize him in this kind of situations. So yeah, it'll be very, very interesting to see.